Hello, friends. I welcome you all once again to my YouTube channel, Ushma's EduHub. Today, we are going to discuss how to develop an effective LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn has been a job platform. It has traditionally been a job platform where different prospective employers and employee would exchange communication and information. Employee used to post the vacancy related information on their profiles, that how many people are required in their company and what is the usual job profile that they have, and accordingly people used to scan it through to figure out that whether they would like to apply for the job or not. Well, the role of LinkedIn has changed sizably in the modern times. In today's time, employers want to collect and gather more and more information regarding the prospective employees that have applied for the job in their organization. And they use social media extensively to generate information over the person. In this time, LinkedIn has become a very good social networking site which is professionally driven and which is managed, or we can say which has come up as a good professional community where people belonging to same field come together, connect with each other, share and conquer. So basically, nowadays, those employers who are looking actively for the employees, they would like to scan the LinkedIn profile of the employees to gather more information regarding the personality and character of the employees. In last video, we discussed how to write an effective resume. Resume is a good summary of your career and work experience and education that you have. But that is not enough to make up a mind whether you should be accepted or rejected as a candidate. And that is where LinkedIn, a very strong LinkedIn profile, could be a uh, support system, we can say, to effective resume, which proves a case which makes you a very strong candidate, which proves a point that you have a kind of character and personality which could be attractive to the prospective employees. So prospective employees needs to use this LinkedIn profile as a very good effective tool to prove that they are very attractive personality that could be fit in the company very effectively. Earlier, LinkedIn or the use of LinkedIn was very limited, as I mentioned. But nowadays, LinkedIn has become a social networking site, which is where majority of the professionals are there, and they connect with each other and they share with each other. So LinkedIn has nowadays become a community which is extensively used by B2B businesses and B2C businesses for multiple, we can say, reasons. How to build effective LinkedIn profile. So these are the few elements of LinkedIn profile that we need to work it through to show and portray our real self and attractive persona. Let's understand one by one that which are these elements that we need to work out and work upon to build an effective profile on LinkedIn. So the first thing is photograph. There are two photographs that you are given opportunity to upload. The first is the profile picture and another one is cover photograph. It is observed by the experts that those people who have both cover photograph as well as that of good profile picture tend to receive more of messages and more of request for jobs and also more of connection request. So basically we need to choose both the photographs in such a way that it somewhere reflects your real personality and characteristics. Let's understand how should be a good profile picture like. Profile picture should be positive. You should be smiling in the profile picture, and also it should be close up where people are able to observe your face without much of a problem. Also, while you upload a profile picture, be sure that your face is in the center and clearly visible. Also, you are passing on some positive energy through your photograph. Um, Apart from that, be cautious about the background that you are choosing in your photograph. If possible, have something similar to white or light color background that would give a good vibe and that would send a good vibe. Second is cover photograph. while you choose your cover photograph. If you do not choose the cover photograph, LinkedIn will automatically by default will show whatever is there on the screen, which is a blue color photograph. But it will be good if you change this and if you customize this as per your uh, own personality and character. What all different things that you can put as a cover photograph? You can say it could be your workspace where you spend most of your time, or it could be you while you're working. It could be that photograph, or it could be some quote that you believe into, which reflects some positive attitude, or it could be regarding your achievements or location or hobbies. Right? You can choose your cover photograph in a way that you wish to highlight to the prospective employer. Next is use appropriate headline. Headline is basically a 120 character long space that is available in LinkedIn, wherein you can put a short story about you, wherein you can define yourself through certain keywords. While you write this headline, write your summary. Just think that you are summarizing yourself in this 120 characters. But while you do this, keep readers in mind, which is very important. Just understand that whom are you targeting and accordingly write the keywords about yourself. It could be author, thinker, or it could be your designation and your company's name, or it could be some of the hobbies that you have. You can reflect. It's a small summary of yourself that you wish to show it to the world, which can summarize yourself in that 120 words, characters. It could be divided into three parts. The first is job title, or we can say company's name if you wish to put it. Then part two could be keywords, like I said, author, thinker, learner, researcher, or something like that. And part three could be reflecting your uniqueness or expertise, like data analyst or with something which reflects the uniqueness about you. Use a catchy LinkedIn headline because you need to grab people's attention very quickly through this 120 characters. If they find this headline interesting, then they would like to check your profile and they would like to know more about you. So basically, this headline needs to be catchy enough that people are drawn to your profile and they would like to open your profile to know more about you. So it should be intriguing enough for people to check your profile. Think about the job you want and not about the job you have. So while you are writing this 120 characters, while you are using this headline, be sure that you are attracting right type of people to your profile, and the field and the job that you wish to enter, you are attracting those people. Forget about what you used to be and be future oriented and draw people from that field which you wish to enter in future. Next is have a well articulated profile summary. This is like a more in depth a summary of yourself, which allows you 2000 characters to tell the story with all your keywords and accomplishments and everything. So, this is in depth introduction of yourself, we can say, that you can write. While you are writing this summary, profile summary, write in first person, which shows your active involvement and also that you are responsibly. It's like a dialogue that you are trying to open up over here. That should be the feel that the reader should get. Also, tailor your summary for the job that you are targeting or the field which you wish to enter. Keep it short and to the point. Have a paragraph that would be better, which will make it more appetizing for people to read and go through it. Also, show your real personality and character so that people are more drawn to your profile. Also, apart from this, the chronology for this, the first paragraph can be introduction of yourself, a little in depth than the headline, we can say. It must discusses your career goals and objectives, where you wish to be, what you are, where you wish to be, we can say. Then there should be a section which discusses your expertise and the uniqueness that you have. And last has to be call for action, wherein you can mention your email address, that people for further communication you can contact me on such and such email, or it could be your blog. We can say link to your blog if you're writing a blog, or it could be linked to your YouTube channel or any other social media that you are using, so that people can connect with you on other social media platforms also. So that could be call for action, we can say, wherein you ask people to contact you in some or the other ways. Include I mean in the expertise section, include 15 to 20 skills which can be also used as a keyword, we can say, so people are drawn to your profile even more. Have We can say that organize this overall profile summary in case of like 2 to 3 paragraphs with 2 to 3 sentences each, 2 to 3 sentences for introduction, 2 to 3 for goals, and then for expertise, we could say. And don't forget to mention call for action, which is very important. If people wish to get to you, how they should be contacting you, you should be upfront and clear about it. Next thing that you need to work upon is make your work experience short and sweet. Do not have very in-depth work experience like your resume, wherein you enlist at least 4 to 5, we can say, jobs or description of your job that you have written, which is not required in LinkedIn actually. Keep it short and sweet. We can say there are 2000 characters which are available, which you can summarize your roles and your accomplishments and contribution to the organization. It would be better if your contribution and achievements are quantifiable in nature, that you recruited this many hundreds of people, or you have trained this many hundreds of employees, or you have delivered training of this many hours, etc. So if your work profile, if there is something quantifiable, that would be great. Brief Be brief while you're writing it. Like I said, do not go for writing job descriptions or mentioning that what all work you used to do in the company. Rather have a paragraph, a small yet impressive paragraph, which in a way subscribe your job profile in the organization. And like I mentioned earlier, that avoid listing KPIs in a bulleted point, like resume, right? If I have to give you an example, this could be a good example. Your We can say the title needs to be mentioned, a designation, and the company duration needs to be mentioned, and then you can write a small paragraph, which basically encompasses, or we can say comprehensively describes your job role in the particular organization. But like I said, keep it short and sweet and be brief about it. Next is education section. Write in depth education section. There are three things that you need to mention in education system section. Sorry. The first is degree that you have achieved. So there are 100 characters available for mentioning your degree. So you can write the name of your degree, and then if required, you may want to add some relevant keywords or phrases if you want to explain the degree. Then second part is education activities and societies, where 500 characters are given to you, which you can discuss about your career, we can say, and the kind of activities that you have done along with it can be mentioned. And then the third thing is a description about it. So you can mention in 1000 characters regarding what you have studied, what were some of the major subjects, etc., and how that is relevant to your career, and how could that be adding value to the organization. Build comprehensive yet robust and up-to-date education system. So if you're pursuing some certificate courses or degrees, don't forget to update your profile regularly. Next is the most important section, which is build a sound skill section, which is very important. Basically, the we can say that you need to customize the skill section as per the kind of field and the industry that you are targeting. So if you wish to enter into a particular industry, let's say management or something, in that case you should be mentioning skills which are useful in the we can say the area of management. If you enter the field of data science, etc., you should be mentioning skills which are more appropriate in that field, which are more useful in that field. You should be combining your hard skills as well as that of your soft skills as a list of in the list of skills, right? Some of the most important or sought after, we can say, soft skills are creativity, persuasion, collaboration, adaptability, we can say emotional intelligence, resilience, etc. And some of the most important sort of the kind of hard skills are Microsoft Office or analytical reasoning, AI, machine learning, or we can say artificial learning, etc., deep learning, uh, different aspects. So whatever you know or whatever skill you possess, only include those skills, right? So add only those skills which are which you actually possess, right? Do not bluff in the skills section. Also, LinkedIn allows you to add up to 50 skills, and like we discussed, that you should be building the customized skill set for different jobs. So if you're targeting different industry and different job, you might want to customize your skill section, but use combination of skills, 50 skills, which are appropriate for the industry and the job that you are targeting. Minimum, if you don't reach 50, that is okay, but at least minimum you must mention 15 to 20 skills in the section. Also, there is a possibility that you get endorsed by others, so it's not just that you only claim that you have a skill, but there is a possibility in LinkedIn where others endorse your skills. In that case, do not ask people to endorse you skill, but endorse other people's skill who are part of your connection, so they would be doing the same in return, and that is how you can achieve more skill endorsements. Next section that you need to work upon is recommendations. Do not hesitate in asking for recommendations. So secure as many recommendations as possible. There is no upper limit to that. From your current or past contacts, you can either contact your professional superiors, or who are working along with you, or your subordinates or colleagues, etc. They could be also people from your learning background, or we can say who used to be part of your education institutes, etc. So they may be your teachers, principal, director, etc. So you don't hesitate in asking for recommendations from people, right? Secure as many recommendation as possible. If not maximum, at least have three recommendations on your profile, good ones, positive ones, and don't use default message. So while you ask people for recommendation, avoid using default message which is there in LinkedIn. There is a tab in LinkedIn. Upon clicking on it, it will come automatically. It would generate a message seeking recommendation from the people. Don't use that exact message. Build your own message, we can say. Use a personalized message. There is a more possibility of receiving recommendation if you write a personalized message, right? Be specific, we can say, while asking questions. So if I have to give you example, you could be asking like this, that could you please provide me with a brief recommendation discussing how my work at your company helped to improve the overall company's performance, which basically talks about your overall contribution in the organization. And if your manager gives you very sound recommendation that you have been important part of the company and you have helped company achieve certain growth or performance, that would be great. Or it could be like, could you please provide me with a brief recommendation describing my strong point, as if you were explaining them to a prospective employer. So they would basically write your kind of your selling brochure, we can say, or they would highlight your strengths, and they would convince the prospective employees to hire you, that you are strong employee, basically. So be particular while you ask for the recommendation, and write a personalized message. That would be great. People would be more drawn to give you recommendation if you write a personalized message. And then last, if at all you have achieved some awards and honors, do flaunt them, right? There are 1,000 characters. provided to basically describe about your awards that you have received or honors that you have received throughout your journey, academic or professional, right? And also make sure that the honors and the awards they are provided, because why are they so important is because they provide some objective, we can say, validation that how you have been great employee or we can say uh, a student for that matter, right? So don't forget to flaunt, or we can say mention your awards and honors. So that's it. Use these 8 sections of LinkedIn in very particular way to build very strong LinkedIn profile, very attractive LinkedIn profile where you get many connection requests and many job offers, and you can build a very strong and large network of people who are like-minded. Thank you all. Thanks for connecting, and do like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that in future, whenever I upload any video, you can get notification. Thank you all.